Yeah, I really enjoy it though. It's super good.
No, it's a solid beer.
I do think that this is not. We just said, I have like 2 or 3 of these. I think this is like a special one to where it's like, ooh, I'll have one of those one of those bride beers, this Phantom bride beer.
Yeah.
Just as a one-off.
Yeah.
And then you go back to like something more traditional.
For sure.
But it does shine in its own light.
Yeah.
So
no, I think it's a good beer. Cheers, bub.
All right, buddy. Cheers. Oh, as the wind picks up. Dude.
Get any final thoughts on this IPA?
I'm excited to do more Belching Beaver reviews.
And I will more Belching Beaver reviews, more reviews that are more accessible to to the masses.
Sure.
Because we are going to do local beers.
Right.
And local beers might be available at a regional level. And I feel like we owe it to those local brews because there are some really good local brews in Chico, California.
True.
And Sierra Nevada is a huge epicenter for that because if you have the best craft brewery in America sitting in Chico, California, you're going to create competition because of that. You're going to create breweries that aspire to be you. And because of that, they're making a lot of good stuff.
True.
But
there's always room for more.
Sorry.
I'm just saying, this is one of the few markets that is accessible to all because no matter if there's Sierra Nevada, like you said, the #1 craft brew in America, like you in your hometown, there is so much room for new breweries to pop up
for sure.
Because everyone likes a new brewery.
Yeah.
There's plenty of room to go around, and they all compete at a certain level against one another in a very healthy way.
Yep.
To where you don't have someone that's just going to be like, I'm going to go here and that's it. You have a community that goes to every single brewery all the time.
Yep.
All the time. As long as your customer service stays great, your beer selection stays up to date.
Yep.
As long as you're not like stagnant, right?
Yep.
And your food selections are pretty good. There are people like Sierra Nevada that do in-house where they have their own kitchen. There are people like Secret Trail that Beer Lobo that do
food trucks.
And like other businesses to come in and work with them.
Yeah.
And that creates more stimulation in the economy, the local economy. I love it. Yeah. And there's always room for one more.
Yeah.
So
always.
Always.
I think about there's a thing on the bike. I'm a big cyclist, as you know. I don't know if anyone else in the podcast knows.
Well, if they watch the rest of the channel,
I'm very much N+1, which is bike plus one essentially. Like your ideal number of bikes is your number of bikes plus the next one.
Right.
And that's kind of how I feel about breweries. My ideal number of breweries is the breweries that we have plus one.
You have a problem.
So, yeah, for sure. But I guess what I'm saying is, it is exciting anytime there's a new brewery in the mix to see what kind of niche they can offer, to see what kind of difference they can add to the current market.
Right.
Chico has done that very well. I think, for the most part, all of the breweries in Chico add a different element.
Sure.
That not all of them is really hitting on the head.
Right. They all specialize.
They all do their own thing.
Yeah.
With Sierra Nevada maybe being the one that does the most of a mix.
Yeah.
Yeah. But for the most part, like all of them do a really good job of differentiating each other from others.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what we're looking forward to here is finding breweries that do that on a more national scale.
Yeah.
Like I want to try beers that are unique, but are unique and available to the masses.
In certain locales.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So.
All right.
Sunday sips. Every for a trip with our Sunday sips. much note we hear as we sip and cheer. Craft beer's near, Sunday's treasure's clear with our Sunday sips. Sunday sips, every for a trip with a Sunday.